Rookies are on sleeper, which means one thing and one thing only. It's time for a far too early rookie mock draft. I'm going to dive into a first round Superflex draft to let you know where my thoughts are and where my rankings are falling right now. Let's start at the 101. Shockingly, the 101 is not even been added to the sleeper yet, so I'm going to have to get inventive with a name. I'm going Travis Hunter. Now, a lot of people will probably be shocked by this. I think the chances are that he's drafted as a corner, but the money is at wide receiver. And if he is drafted as a wide receiver, I think he's the best player in this draft. And I think he's going to be the 101 in rookie drafts. Yes, there is a huge amount of risk. There is a huge amount of unknown potential as to what he could be. He could end up never being fantasy relevant. But at this stage in the process, I'm happy to take a risk. And this is the craziest 101 situation we have seen since Malik Willis was the 101 a few years ago. At the 102, I'm going to go with the player most people probably are taking 101 overall. It's the running back out of Boise State, Ashton Jeanty. He is absolutely electric. He can score from anywhere, and he is a surefire first-round pick. And that is going to be very exciting for your Dynasty team. At 3, I'm going to be going to Tetairoa McMillan. He is an absolute beast. Some people have got some questions around his suddenness and his small area quickness, but I just think that he has got the all-round package to be an absolute beast in the NFL. Coming in at number 4, Luther Burden, one of the best high school prospects we've seen at the wide receiver position in a long time. I think he can settle in as a wide receiver 2 for fantasy for many years to come. I'm very excited to be drafting him and excited to see him on the field in the NFL. With the 105, I'm going to be drafting Cam Ward, our first quarterback off the board. This guy has got all the tools, but there are still some question marks about how he puts it together. He'd probably have been my QB5 in last year's draft class. That shows you how loaded that was and how weak this is at quarterback. But any quarterback that could potentially go 101 in the NFL draft, you've got to be excited to draft him right here. With the 106, we're going to go slightly slave. Emeka Egbuka of Ohio State. Plenty of other wide receivers that have come through Ohio State in recent years have got all the lines, but Egbuka is just going to be solid, reliable performer that will fit on every single NFL team. Stopping the slide here, Shedeur Sanders comes in at 107. Now, there is a world where Shedeur Sanders could be the 101 in your Dynasty League. I just have some serious questions. I think the hype outweighs the prospects. There are certainly NFL traits, but a lot of that is on the intangible side. I think his ability, or lack of ability to deal with pressure is a huge glaring issue. But the 108, I'm going to be going Kaleb Johnson. Now, he is the running back that is drawing most varying opinions. Some people absolutely love him. Some have some real issues over his consistency and his vision. He could be a riser as we head towards draft season. At 109, we're going to go Omario Hampton. Now, he is a big-bodied guy out of North Carolina, the next in a line of Tar Heels backs that have produced middling results in the NFL. With the advent of more cover 2 defenses, more teams taking that safety out of the box, a player like Hampton could turn the tide back in the favour of the offense and help force teams to look and put that extra body in there. With the 110, I'm going to be drafting one of my favourite players in this entire draft, TreVeyon Henderson. You could tell me his range of outcomes is absolutely anything. He can do everything on the field, but there are absolutely consistency concerns. And of course, there's the injury red flags as well. At 111, we're going back-to-back Buckeyes running backs. Quinshon Judkins, I'm a big fan of his. He would have been my running back 1 last year, yet he is the running back 5 so far in this year's class. It shows just how loaded this running back class is. The final pick in the first round, Isaiah Bond. Now, he is probably going to be a better NFL receiver than he is for fantasy, but I know that Tom's going to be tantalized over his ability. He is a deep threat, and he is a touchdown waiting to happen every single time he touches the ball. He could be boom bust, but we know that those guys, when they hit, can be absolute fantasy gold. I'm excited to draft him. That's it. Round 1 in the books. Let me know who you disagree with, who am I missing, and who I should be watching tape of next.